Let's see how to check the deformed shape and contour plots after analysing the structure in CYPE 3D. To do this, we open the Analysis menu at the top of the interface and select Deformed Shape and Contour Plot of the active window. After clicking on the option, a pop-up window opens where we can consult the deformed shape and contour plots of the elements visible in the window that is currently active. The Options window also opens, where we indicate the information we wish to display. If we close this window, we can open it again from the Show menu at the top of the interface. In the Selected Combination section at the bottom of this window, we must specify the specific load case or combination of load cases we wish to consult. Among them, we can choose Simple Load Case in order to select a specific load case in the drop-down menu to consult the deformed shape and the contour plots associated with it. The remaining options in the drop-down menus correspond to the different groups of load case combinations defined in the model. At the top, we enter a scale factor for displacements. This allows us to adjust the scale of the deformed shape of the elements in the viewer to display them more clearly. Further to the right, by clicking on the Animation button, an animation of the deformed shape of the structure caused by the selected combination is generated on screen, starting from the Underformed situation. The colours for the representation of contour plots can also be changed by selecting a range of colours from those available. By activating the corresponding checkbox, we can type in the maximum value represented by the range of colours in the elements of the deformed shape. If the value is higher than this, the deformed shape is grey. If we activate the View the Structure checkbox, we get a realistic semi-transparent representation of the structure alongside the deformed shape. Then, in the Results section, we choose whether we wish to display the deformed shape of the structure or the contour plots of the shells. This section only appears if shells have been entered in the structure. If deformed shape is selected, the deformed shape of the structural elements for the selected combination is displayed. By selecting contour plots, the program allows us to view a wide range of information on the shell elements by means of contour plots. By checking displacements, we can consult the total displacement and the displacements and rotations around the global X, Y, or Z axes by choosing them from the drop-down menu. Within the forces, we find the axial forces in X, Y, and XY, the bending moments in X, Y, and XY, and the shear force in X and in Y. They all refer to the local axes of the shell. Finally, by selecting stresses, we must choose from the first drop-down menu whether we wish to consult the information on the top surface, the bottom surface, or the maximum, minimum, or absolute maximum of both surfaces. Then, we choose in the second drop-down menu between normal stress in X or Y, tangential in XY, XZ, or YZ, maximum bearing pressure, minimum stress, von Mises stress, or maximum tangential stress. Again, these stresses refer to the local axes of the shell. Additionally, we can select Display Smoothed Forces, view the discretization, or display the axes of the shells by ticking the checkboxes at the bottom. We can also activate the maximum value and minimum value checkboxes to define the limits of the display range of the contour plots. Values above or below these limits will be represented with the colours corresponding to the extremes of the selected colour range. At the top of the interface, we find the Forces menu. Here, if we click on the Consult option and hover the mouse pointer over the elements of the structure, the values of the forces associated to each point are displayed. Through this interface, we can keep several windows with different information open simultaneously. To do this, we use the Window menu at the top, which works in the same way as the menu of the same name in the general interface of the program. Finally, to exit the window displaying the deformed shape and the contour plots, we click on the Finish button. This option is also available in the File menu at the top. The configuration of the different deformed shape and contour plot display windows is associated with each of the CYPE 3D structure views. This configuration is maintained even if we exit the contour plot window and is saved until we end our session in the program.